Hello year one. Okay, so we've got our spelling test now. If anyone wants to join in with their spelling test, get yourself ready, pause the video, get yourself what you need, then I will read out your spellings just like we usually do, okay? We've got 10 this week, just as we usually do. Okay, hopefully you're all ready now, okay? So number 1 is hunting. Hunting. Remember, we have verbs this week, doing words, and we're adding different endings on them to change the verb to a different word. So we have number 1, hunting. Number 2, hunted. The past tense, hunted. And number 3, hunter. So number 1, 2, and 3 were hunting, hunted, and hunter. Okay. Number 4, buzzing. Buzzing. Number 5, buzzed. And number 6, buzzer. So number 4, buzzing. Number 5, buzzed. And number 6, buzzer. Okay. Number 7, we have jumping. Jumping. Then we have, for number 8, the past tense of jumping, jumped. Jumped. Listen, don't pay too much attention to the sound. Think about what do you know goes in the end of those words, which suffix goes in the end. So we have number 7 was jumping, number 8 was jumped, and number 9, jumper. Jumper. Okay. Last one, number 10, all by itself, doesn't have any other family of verbs with it, cracker. Cracker. Okay, let me read those again. So number 1, hunting. Have a check of them. Number 2, hunted. Number 3, hunter. Number 4 was buzzing. Number 5 was buzzed. And number 6 was buzzer. Number 7 was jumping. Number 8 was jumped. And number 9 was jumper. And finally, our last spelling all by itself, cracker. Okay, hopefully we can move on now to hope you all did well, move on to our next phonics sound. And this phonics digraph is going to be in next week's spelling test. And the digraph is E-A. Those letters, E-A, what do they make? Okay, read these words out loud. What do they all have in common? What do you notice about the sounds the digraph makes? So we have see, dream, head, meet, bread, scream, read, instead, each, and meant. What do they all have in common? Well, what they all have in common is they all have those 2 letters, that vowel digraph, E-A. And they all have it actually, except for 2, sorry. 8 of them have it in the middle of a word. That's where it usually goes. But C has it at the end of a word, and each has it at the beginning. But most of the time, these letters, you'll find them in the middle of a word. Okay, so watch out. Okay, this digraph can be pronounced in 2 different ways. It can be said in 2 different ways. So it can be said like the E sound. So here we have b-eed, bead, but it can also be said in a different way. And I'm just going to change this. It can also be said as read, ed. That word can actually be pronounced 2 ways. This one could be eed, I read my book, or if it was in the past, I ed my book. So it's interesting they make 2 different sounds, just like some of the other ones we looked at, like yesterday we looked at OW making ow and O, okay? Just to confuse you, you just need to learn them, okay? So here we have 2 words. We have 2 pictures, sorry. We have a picture of a piece of bread and a picture of an eagle. Now I'm going to write them. I'm going to write the words underneath. So I'm going to write bread, d. And I'm going to write eagle, eagle. Okay, I'm gonna put a line under the digraph. Okay, now listen to them carefully. Bread, in the bread, the E letters make a short E sound, just like we were looking at last week, a short E sound. Bread, head, spread. But in eagle, it's making a long E sound, like a double E, the long E sound, eagle. So E and E. That's what we need to remember. Alright, let's play a few little games with this to help us with our spelling. Okay, so I'm going to come out of this, I'm going to go over to Geraldine the giraffe. And I want you to help me with words like this, where the makes an E, makes a sound. We've done plenty of that in the past, where it makes an sound. So listen to her clue and see if you can write them down, and I will join in too, okay? So let's press play. Let's go.
Hi, Geraldine. You brought me to your kitchen, where lots and lots of things go in the kitchen. And today, we're going to learn about the EA spelling that makes the E sound. Now, in your last EA video, it made the E sound. Can you make that sound? Can you make the sound we learned before? E? E. Good. But today, it makes the E sound. Geraldine, are you getting a bit grumpy? Okay, it's the E sound. Okay? Just like your head.
So that's our first example. We have head. We're going to write down the next couple.
Geraldine. What's your giraffe? So head has got the EA spelling in. Have a look around the house for anything else that has got the EA spelling in.
Let's see what else she can find.
Off you go. So,
Off she went around the house to find something featuring E.
oh, Geraldine.
So here, just flash the two backs, and Geraldine has a slice of, what does she have? You probably saw that nice and quickly there. She has a slice of bread. Have a go at spelling it. You might even have a very good memory and remember it from seeing it there now. Bread. And I'm going to write it down too. D. I have bread. Hopefully you've got it too. Let's check and compare.
Oh, Geraldine, you found a nice piece of bread.
It's like the word red, but without the B.
And it's an end piece as well. That's always left over at the bottom of the bread bag, isn't it, Geraldine? Yes. You like your bread, don't you, Geraldine? I know that because there's always breadcrumbs lying around the house. Always. Aren't there? Yes. And you don't clean up after your breadcrumbs, do you, Geraldine? Geraldine, you don't. I've seen the kitchen after you've had your toast in the morning. It's a right state. Now, I think maybe you could spread some butter on that.
So I'm showing you it, and I'm about to take it away. Spread. Who can spell spread? I'm going to do it too. I'm actually going to show it up here. Spread. Look, and they both rhyme. Spread and spread. Two rhyming words. Let's have a look at it again on the big screen. Spread.
Okay, Geraldine. Ooh. You're doing that very well, Geraldine. You're
Okay, now I'm going to come out of this and we're going to try some of our anagrams from our anagram game. Let's have a look at some words which might be in our anagrams. So we have bread, head, heavy, sweater, like a jumper, meadow, leather, treasure, feather. We have a few little small ones at the bottom. Tread, like treading water, keeping yourself afloat. Dread, you're filled with dread, you're worrying about something. A threat, something dangerous. A thread, when you're knitting. Dead, that's pretty obvious. Weapon, ready, and death if you cannot hear properly. So I'm going to come out of this. I'm going to go into our anagrams. Join in with me. See if you can work out the anagrams. We haven't done this one in a while, have we? Let's rearrange these letters. Now let's listen to the clues. I'll read the clue to you, okay, as usual. Oh, a big long one. This is a very difficult one to start off with, guys. I'm shocked. When you're feeling a very nice feeling, you're very, very happy. It's a feeling of pleasure. Who thinks they can rearrange those letters to write pleasure? Remember, that's one trigraph and that's one digraph, so they do not need to be broken up. So pleasure. P. O. E. Your. That your sound. One that people always forget. That trigraph. Okay. Let's put it back together. So we have pleasure. We have a P. O. E. Sh. Pleasure. It's making that G sound. Pleasure. People always forget your. Okay. Next one. Something that comes out of your mouth. What comes out of your mouth? Give you a clue. It starts with a B. B. What's the word we're looking for this time? Well done. If you've noticed, the word we're looking for is a breath. A breath. Your breath comes out of your mouth. Okay, next one. Something different as an alternative. I won't have Cheerios, Mum. I will have cornflakes in. Don't want to give it away. Let's put the first bit on there. The first bit is in. When you have something in the place of something else, you have it instead. 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 Okay. Let's look at our next one. Okay. Might be found in a chest. By pirates, maybe, on an island. Another one with that your trigraph in it, the one that people always forget from reception. Treasure. If you're all set, you're about to do something, I say, and for example, when we're playing bingo on Teams, I always say, is everybody, give me a thumbs up when you're, well done, if you've noticed, ready. D, and the Y making an E sound like it does sometimes at the end of words. Okay, next one. A danger to something. If someone says they're going to do something bad to you, they might threaten you. What's a similar word to threaten? It is to give someone a threat. Threat or threaten. Okay. Found on birds. What do birds have? They don't have skin. What do birds have? Keep them warm. They have feathers. So they have feather. Okay. You might use a ruler to do this. I mentioned it in maths today. After you come back to school, we're going to be looking at money and we're going to be looking at measures. We've already looked at measuring time. We're going to be looking at measuring how long things are, how tall things are, how heavy things are. Measure. Measure. Okay. It rhymes with feather, wind, rain, or snow. They are all types of, well done if you've spotted, weather. I'll give you a couple more seconds to try and spell weather. So we have weather. Okay. We had this one already. You do this to butter on toast. This can be our last one. You you spread it, okay? So that will do us for today. We got 10, we got them all. So, thank you again. I know I already said it in the last video. Thank you for working hard on your phonics, especially. I hope you've enjoyed your little CGP phonics books, and I hope you've enjoyed Education City. I've noticed from the kids in school that the Education City has helped them to remember the sounds, remember more of the sounds anyway. Sometimes people forget them because there's that many of them, but I've noticed that some of them are sticking in people's heads better, so hopefully that has helped you at home as well. We'll soon see when you come back to school, okay? See you later, bye-bye.